a way forward. We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Oh, shit. We are back here. Oh. Well. Sorry, guys. You left us no choice. We mustn't forget to send some of our allies to Tapper's Den. We still owe them for the bottle of ceruleum. That's true. Do you mind giving Lucia a full report? Yeah, no problem. Treatment of the tempered is proceeding as well as can be expected. If there is anything to report, you'll be sure to know. Though I gather you have a report of your own deliver. Okay. Yes. Yeah. We're not doing so hot, guys. Yeah. Ysayeau and Alphino tell me that they finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrained from saying much more than that. Clearly, they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Yeah.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments, and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
No, it's okay.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced.
Oh.
While some were merely stripped of their status, Others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly.
I think Elidibus did mention that he was like shushing all those who were spreading like those rumors about him being possessing Xenos' body. Yeah.
Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvus is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers.
So by then, they were already tempered.
But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams.
In their dreams?
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
Babel?
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Oh! The radio!
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence.
Oh.
A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
Huh?
My friends! I must speak with you! A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies.
Oh.
He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
Okay.
I think we do.
Hello?
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I
am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Julius Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We didn't invade anything here.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours.
Okay.
If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
You'd be surprised.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
I know. This won't break back Lysina or her sister. Taking the same risks, making the same mistakes. It's possible. But better to try than to give up. Every time. Perhaps it is unwise to volunteer for a mission so soon after the previous disaster. Nevertheless, I shall not squander this opportunity. Hey, Magni. The lowly task of keeping watching over the provisions would not normally befit the sun. But these being unusual circumstances, I will let no man take that which is not by rights theirs. That's good on you, man. I worry they are not in the best state of mind to volunteer for this undertaking, but what's done is done. I know you will take good care of them. And yourself as well, I trust. We captured the boy as soon as he was about to make off with our food. He must be very hungry to take such risks. Maybe we should have given him something to eat. Reward him for his boldness. Maybe. They are resilient in the face of hardship. You as well. But good intentions and stubborn determination alone will not be enough to bring our mission to a successful conclusion. Be on your guard. Julius Pyre Norbanus. It is unusual for one so young to achieve such a high rank. Very unusual. His uniform identifies him as a member of the First Legion, which has a particular fierce reputation. Whoever his superior may be, I advise you to approach them with caution. You will be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you're gone for too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Are you and the children ready? I will explain the route once we are outside the camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Hey, Alberic! Several of the Temple Knights are off on reconnaissance at present. We Ishgardians have been seeing our share of the frost in past years, so we are more than ready for this icy bout. The Hrothgars from Bosnia, on the other hand, are having a devil of a time adjusting to these chilly climes. The warming stones we lent them seem to have helped, though. Nice. Alright. Let us go. Where do you think their headquarters are? I assume there are a few others besides him and his commander he mentioned. We will do only as instructed. After all, this is what we have been striving for ever since we arrived. All right, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over the hill and then follow the road until we reach the Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Ysayeau, and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Nemu. Nemu? Where have I heard that before? Uh-oh. No matter. Alphino and Ysayeau will watch the road ahead, while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter run, towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Julius will accompany you. Okay. Okay. Ready to make a dash for the station? Sure. Over that hill, right? This must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest surface to run on. Better not draw attention. That's the station, I presume. It's nothing like the ones in Thanalan. We're here, I think. This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. It looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No. We're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept your side to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Makes sense. North of the station is Regio Dormorum, one of the main residential areas. Or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood? Give me... From here, we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past these hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye. They spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. Let's run it. Oh, of course. Hey. He stabbed me. God damn it! We're perfectly capable of holding our own. We must stay alert. I see why your comrades chose you. jealous. Our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered, as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those two who fought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Oh, they actually have fucking trains here. What the fuck? Oh no. Hey! Stop that. Oh. I hate to watch you bear this burden alone. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. No, leave me alone, please. Leave me alone. Oh, what? He killed them! No! The surest way to limit casualties is to reach our destination without drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps afterward we can try to convince Julius that the Tempered can be saved. Oh, Alice. He truly believes there's nothing that can be done for them. No wonder he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of a desire to remain undiscovered, and that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Sedge. There's nothing that can be done for them. I think now I can go on my chocobo and head to, looks like a what's it called? The Aetheryte. It looks like it's ahead. Oh my god! It looks so... It looks so destroyed. We are so close to that place. Wow. Is it here? Oh no! These guys are beyond saving. Such transformation is likely irreversible. To think they were once ordinary people. Look what they have become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Well, not in that state. It could have been cured way before. Those exposed to a vast quantity of a primal's ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you have seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Bruh. Bruh. He says that, but we've already seen what it's like to cure somebody who's lightly tempered, like Gabu. But even then, they have no idea, I guess. Julius has no idea. Even here in the outskirts, it's plain to see how vastly different Garlemald is compared to other cities. Though I wish there was another way. Thank you for keeping us from harm. We're almost here. You have kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine. This way. This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. It's a subway station. It's a subway station. Oh. Oh. I'm so sorry. She clearly has no intention of speaking with you. Oh. Oh, I'm getting Final Fantasy VII feels. Oh. Subway station. Okay, let's go to Alphino and Alizé first. I had no idea they had such expansive structures built underground. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed. And if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like the victor spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive, over there. Right? I want to see. Sorry if I don't really speak in these. Yeah, I hope you don't mind if I don't speak around here for right now. But clearly, they have no intention of speaking with me. That's fine. Even the menders and junk mongers, huh? Interesting. So they won't speak with us even if we tried. Let us go to the Aetheryte. The Aetheryte is not responding. Alright, great. Amazing.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Van Kina, Legatus of the First Legion.
Oh, Quintus.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varus understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat.
He's not wrong.
And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
He's doing a lot of hand
It seems
gripping.
there is nothing more to say on the matter.
Alpha is doing a lot of hand gripping. It's like that art, like that meme with like the picture of Arthur. Anyway. Please, come on.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
Shock collars?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Okay. The jig is up, folks! Oh no!
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
Damn. Damn. Oh. I like how defensive he is. I cannot blame him for like wanting to take precautions.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
On the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though as it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. God fucking damn it! I was just thinking about it too.
A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
Shit! Oh, this is gonna kill me. Oh my... This is gonna fucking kill me. If I see more references of Haurchefant, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I have to remind myself not to touch it, even if it starts to itch. I'd rather not set it off by accident. Anyway, enough about that. Let's learn what we can from the refugees. It will take more than a trifle as such as this to deter us. Compared to what Garlemald's people have suffered in recent days, these collars are a minor inconvenience. Personae non gratiae. Gratiae. As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. For you ask? No, I don't have the key or any other means to remove your collars. Nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others here? Company rank up. Do you truly intend to speak with the others? Or was that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey, Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will. But remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their codes and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries. Understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation. And above all else, don't use magic of any sorts. You, on the other hand, may go wherever so you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I could not stop you even if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alphino and Ysayeau will pay the price. Damn. So I guess I can leave whenever I want. Shit. Can't. No. That's stinky. No. What do you got to say? You came with Julius, didn't you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you'd best keep your hands off that aetherite. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans, for Garleans. Could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aetherite's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. I see. You can't even use this. So cold. The young soldier is on the verge of losing consciousness. Shit. It's you, Nemo Kire! I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers killed them. My comrades, my friends, swept them aside in their dozens, as though they were nothing to you. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. And maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return. Until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. I didn't mean it. I know who you are. The so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. By the blood of our fallen compatriots, I swear I'll... Ugh. Damn. Tore to the sutures. Oh shit. Of all times, the worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, we'd be the end of you. Virgilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life. We made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back, and then night fell and we gathered around the radio. Then the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you call this as a mercy, if you can call this a mercy, mind intact, but body broken. A soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. Sorry. The radio is the same model as one used at the Victor's spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. May be the case. That may be the case. Did you learn of anything of note? then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at the greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize there is precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them? So cold, and probably hasn't had a proper meal in days. If only we'd brought some food with us. Or perhaps I could use a little magic to... No, I mustn't. Gods, this is so frustrating. Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. But I know I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. Oh. No wonder they didn't want to talk to me. They know who I fucking am. So those you met fare no better? I was afraid you could say that. You would say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have some contingent deliver supplies? Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize they are not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius can persuade him. But we need to persuade Julius first. True. Let's go talk to him. Let's give these people some food, please. Well, seen enough? Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from nearby houses, as most families kept, some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work, and we have a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern, though. We had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. Oh shit. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been the other refugees, or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're drowned to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We have some sent over. We can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. Aw, bro. We can hold out a little longer. The situation is sure to change. Aye. Everything will change. This mysterious countryman of yours, I assume? Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted. Or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Toloforoi. Oh, wait a minute! This has to be Asahi. Or fucking Amon. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in his place. We identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th Legion, saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with provincial legions, to prepare for a combined assault on the Toloforoi. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then, we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. Okay. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word, and we will bring you ceruleum. I will speak with Lord Quintus. So, did he agree to it? No, we will not place Garlemald in the debt of her enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You are a lot more trouble than you're worth. Once we are outside, you will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Spark materials.